Uh-oh, happy day. I haven't did an introduction like that in a while. Anyways, welcome back to the self-love series. We are on day 10, y'all. We got 4 more days to go. We are going to be talking about investing in personal growth. I'm gonna talk about the other topics after this. Let's get into it. All right, so just to do a recap, as we've been doing, but we're just doing it after the intro. Day 1, we talked about the intro of this series. Day 2, we talked about what is self-love. Day 3, we talked about setting boundaries. Day 4, we talked about self-care practices. Day 5, we talked about positive self-talk. Day 6, we talked about celebrating achievements. Day 7, we talked about forgiving yourself. Day 8, we talked about prioritizing needs. Day 9, we talked about surrounding yourself with positivity. And now, day 10, we are talking about investing in personal growth. The summary to investing in personal growth goes like this: seeking opportunities for learning, growth, and self-improvement. And so why is investing in personal growth important to our self-love journey? Because we want to be the best versions of ourselves. To do this, we need to invest in ourselves. We need to show that we're serious about ourselves. And that's why it's important to make the investments. Just like you can go out and spend money on miscellaneous stuff, you should be able to do the same for yourself. For example, most recently, I've been going to the gym with one of my friends, and we've been using one of my workout programs that I have. I bought this workout program, well, I bought 2 of them from this girl, and I've had it for a while. But I knew when I bought it, I had to use it, right? I knew I couldn't let it go to waste, right? So there was a day that I couldn't make it to the gym, and I told her, like, hey, it's probably best for you to just buy the program yourself, because she has everything in there. Like, she has a full meal guide, a how-to kind of page on how to do the workouts, videos. She got a home version, a gym version. So literally it's all in there. And it's a PDF document, but she's very strict. Like, it's passwords on there. So it's like I could send it, but it's just like in there it says do not distribute. So I'm one of those people that I follow the rules. Like, I'm not going to distribute it. Also, as I said, I paid for it, and I'm like, okay, I have to abide by the rules. Like, I'm not trying to risk it, right? I was telling my friend when I couldn't make it with her, I'm like, it's probably best for you to purchase this yourself, because it shows you're serious and you're willing to make that investment for yourself, right? And really, honestly, I feel like you can't really truly commit to something if you don't invest into it yourself. You know what I mean? So if you make that investment into yourself, right, then that means you're committed to actually improving yourself. And investing in personal growth is just really an indication to yourself that you're serious about something. Now, I know you're probably thinking, sometimes I buy stuff that I'm investing in myself and it'll just sit there. And that's a personal problem, because see, me, if I'm buying something and I know it costs money, I'm putting it to use. You know what I mean? So that's one example. But also just getting into the investments that I've made for my personal growth. So in my Positive Thoughts series, I talked to you all just mainly about how I started buying all this new equipment, bought a camera, bought a laptop, because I wanted to get more serious about my content creation. And that was hard because it was a lot of money I had to spend, but I really thought about it. And I was like, there's so much I've been spending on just miscellaneous stuff. Why am I having a hard time doing that for, you know, the stuff that I actually want to do? This is a pivotal thing when it comes to growing as a content creator, for me anyways. I know you can use your phone, and I was using my phone when I started, but I really do love that my content quality has increased, and I'm just investing in myself, and whatever that looks like, I'm going to do. Also, I believe, this is my belief, the workout did not count if my Apple Watch did not record it. So my Apple Watch broke, y'all. I went and bought one that same day. I was like, absolutely not. I would not be working out without my Apple Watch. It's good for me because it's able to help me track my workouts, right? So that to me is big for me because it's like, I need this, you know. Well, I don't necessarily need it, but it's a part of my growth journey. It's a part of my self-love journey. We talked about self-care practices, and I told you how exercise is one of mine, right? So that's really big for me to have my watch because I need to be able to track it when I am doing my self-care, right? So as I said, it's investing in yourself for learning, growth, and self-improvement. So if you identify there's something that you need to work on improving, you're going to go and buy what you need to buy. I also talked in my Positive Thought series about how I started reading this book called The Inner Work. I recognized that I still had some room to grow and heal, and there were some things I needed to do. So immediately I bought the book. I read the book. And that was something I had to do for my self-improvement. I knew I had some work to do. And that's one thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to hesitate when it comes to investing in my personal growth because I recognize that this is beneficial for me. And it's like when you get this far along in your self-love journey and even your healing journey, because we can talk about the two simultaneously, like they go hand in hand. When you get this far, anything that shows you, oh, I'm not exactly where I thought I was, you don't hesitate to go out and buy or do whatever it is you need to do to keep working on that journey. It's a continuous thing. And as I've continued to reiterate in this series, healing is not linear. So it's like something that you're going to always, something might present itself, and then it's going to be like, all right, this is what I need to do to work towards it or work on it. And so investing in your personal growth is something you always want to be doing. It should be seen as this continuous love that you're giving to yourself. You love yourself so much that when something shows you that you can improve, you're going to do whatever you need to do to improve, right? You're going to make the investment needed to improve. You don't want to stay stagnant. Or do you? Because if you do, all right, don't invest in personal growth. But in order to continue to grow, you're going to make those investments and you're going to do it with no hesitation. Well, not gonna lie, I had a little hesitation sometimes, like, should I really be making this purchase? But then I thought about the long term, and in my Positive Thought series, I know I keep mentioning it, but I was explaining, I told y'all, this series goes hand in hand with that. This is just more so focused on self-love, but I would say it's kind of branched off of the Positive Thought series. But one of our episodes was sometimes you have to sacrifice the good for something better. And so it might look like sacrificing something in the short term so that you can get to the long term, which is continuing to push forward in your personal growth, right? So my question for you is, what can you do to invest more into your personal growth? Say it's not even just related to the self-love portion. Is there something in a career that you're in right now, like you're good as this kind of worker, but you could be a better worker, or you know this, but you could have additional training in this, or I'm here but I want to get promoted to here. Or business wise, like my business is doing okay, but I want it to be doing better. What do I need to do, or what do I need to invest in so that it'll be a better business? I really want you to look at something or whatever it is that you're working towards, but mainly because this is about self-love, let's look on the inner. What is it that you're still struggling with? If it is something with your healing journey, what books can I buy that'll help me with that? Or do I need to go to a therapist? Is this time for me to actually go to a therapist because I'm still struggling in these areas? Do I need to talk to somebody about this? What investments do you need to make for your self-love to continue to improve yourself? So I asked you those questions, and I really want you to think about them and take the steps that are necessary depending on what the answer is when you ask yourself those questions, right? So we want to invest into our personal growth because this just shows that we are serious about ourselves, right? And we have to be serious about ourselves because who's going to be serious about ourselves? I mean, I know I don't take myself serious, but I'm still serious about myself. I don't play about me. But nevertheless, that will conclude day 10 of the self-love series. So I hope that you all are investing in personal growth. And if you have some suggestions, drop them in the comments. Let us know what you did to invest into your personal growth, because we can all stand to do a little bit more of that. So anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.